Yep, it's been interesting to track this storm. Now that we have a good, or at least a better handle on the track of where it's going, our rain totals for Friday into Saturday have lowered a bit for Boston.
Good.
So the flooding situation doesn't look quite as dire for us here in the city as it did, say, a couple days ago, where we were saying 2 to 6 inches of rain. Now Friday into Saturday, about 1 to 2 inches of rain. We can handle that. We've had that a few times this summer, right? Here's First Alert Live radar this morning. This is not associated with Debby. We do have a cold front that's still kind of draped to our south, and it's stationary this morning. And so we have another wave of rain pushing across the area, some scattered showers, some downpours, and some heavier bursts of rain from time to time around greater Boston as well, indicated by the areas of yellow. I'm not seeing too much yellow until you go towards the North Shore between Winthrop and Lynn, Nahant, back towards Saugus, Malden, Medford, Winchester, and Woburn. And then we go to the north across the Merrimack Valley and into southern parts of New Hampshire. And if you want to keep tracking all this rain and what's the latest with Debby, scan that QR code. You can always have the latest on our app with the forecast and what's heading our way, because we have more rain. But you know what? Later today, it's going to be actually pretty dry as we go into the later part of this afternoon and some peaks of sun. But first, we have this commute to get through as the rain pours down across Worcester, Northbridge, and then more scattered in nature as you go towards the South Shore, Cape Cod, and the islands. And this heavy bursts of rain here continue throughout the morning, but all the thunderstorm activity stays way to the south, as that boundary is where we have the best chance to see any lightning. No lightning strikes, no storms. In fact, by 12:45, just the tail end of that lunch hour, if you eat lunch at noon, it's looking good. And then 5:15, we're still nice and dry. We get a northeast wind, so that's why it's going to be cooler at the coast versus inland, with some sunshine farther inland today. Temperatures may get into the 70s away from the coast, 69 degrees in Boston. Tonight, cool. Tomorrow, a late shower, but overall tomorrow's looking dry. And there's the latest with Debby spinning off the coast of Georgia and South Carolina. The latest stats for the storm here. It is still indeed a tropical storm, 45-mile-per-hour winds moving east at 5. So we increased the forward speed, and now it's tracking a little bit farther inland Thursday, Friday, into the end of the week. And with that, that means the cone of probability has also gone farther to the north and east. And that means the heaviest rain and the best chance for flooding, unfortunately, is going to be well across upstate New York into the northern and western corner of Vermont as well, with some of those storms and showers moving through, but getting out of here by early Saturday. So we could see a couple inches of rainfall with this storm, but the heaviest flooding rain potential is still a little farther to the north and west. I'll have more about that in the next half hour. Here's a look at your 10-day. Still some rain for Saturday, and then Sunday drying off.